Blue Ocean, a comprehensive approach to value chain innovation. All entrepreneurs understand the concept of competitive advantage. It is their prime goal, as it is for any rational business strategy. Competitive advantage brings success in the market, increased market penetration, or a better markup than other market players. Every product faces competition sooner or later as other companies and products try to fulfill the same needs. A typical strategy is to assess how the competition is conducting its business and what errors it might be making, and to then try to devise a superior offering. When a market is growing, this strategy can result in increased sales and business growth, if correctly implemented. Problems begin to emerge as the market stabilizes. Either the pool of potential clients can no longer be expanded, or clients reach the point where they are not willing to spend more money on a given product. Better and cheaper alternatives may also appear, further threatening the existing business model. How should a business go about cementing its competitive advantage, given the fact that any potential competitor can also conduct market studies and create a new, superior offering? The classic marketing strategy focuses on the analysis of market share, market segmentation, product appeal and sales growth, potential, product placement, and other techniques that are well described in textbooks and usually aim to hurt the competition. Conducting business begins to resemble warfare. As profit margins decrease, competition, which may initially be sporting in nature, degenerates into an exchange of blows and becomes increasingly underhand and brutal, albeit remaining strictly business. Why does this happen? The obvious answer is that competing businesses progressively lose sight of client needs as one-upmanship and defending against attacks from the competitor become goals in themselves. In the long run, aggressive competition often produces counterintuitive results. Costs increase, competitive advantage is lost, and clients turn into mute witnesses waiting for bargains, like vultures patiently watching a mortal struggle. Competitors sail the red ocean, which, as the metaphor suggests, is rife with shoals, hidden rocks, reefs, and incessant storms, all of which mean sinking is a far more likely prospect than winning a solid competitive advantage. In the red ocean strategy, the combatant is defined as a single business enterprise. The polar opposite to the red ocean strategy is the blue ocean strategy. It is based on a completely different way of thinking, and its goal is to create a unique offering that has tangible value for a group of clients. Analyzing the value of the offering is the most complex piece of this puzzle. It is characterized by three aspects, each of which can be broken down into an arbitrary number of elements. It is the specific combination of these elements that determines the uniqueness of an offering, and the more unique it is, the more difficult it is to replicate. A truly unique offering is like a snowflake. At first glance, all snowflakes look identical, but a closer look reveals that each has unique characteristics. It is worth noting that innovative offerings, much like snowflakes, do not differ by a single detail, but rather by a quality that manifests itself throughout their structure. The entrepreneur should attempt to define this unique quality and make sure that it is built into every aspect of the offering. In doing so, the entrepreneur must consider the actual or projected needs of a specific group of clients, since no offering can be universal, i.e., addressed to all possible clients. Offering value aspects. From the perspective of the client, there are four key product properties: the quality of the materials used, the quality of fabrication, the design, and a set of features that enable the product to fulfill its purpose. For example, a bicycle can be ridden, a watch tells time, a microwave oven warms food, a barber cuts and styles hair, and a movie theatre provides entertainment. These are the basic features without which the product is devoid of value. Features can be implemented in a multitude of ways by adding components to the product, each of which defines a property and a set of possible values. For example, a bike has a frame, truss, step-through, etc., a handlebar, straight, curve, etc., brakes, drum, disc, etc., wheels of a specific diameter, gears, and other accessories. Each of these features can be viewed as more or less important depending on the client. A professional cyclist will not want to purchase a collapsible bike with small wheels because these features are not well suited to road racing. Product features can be managed to increase a product's appeal to a selected target group. Innovation can be applied to specific technical characteristics or to the overall nature of the product. The relationship that develops between the client and the seller is another aspect that contributes to a product's value. Much like the product itself, relationships consist of a number of components that the entrepreneur can manage. These range from technical support, through channels of communication, to fostering emotional attachment. Considering the last of these, the company may attempt to evoke feelings of security, trust, belonging, shared values, and a common mission, or any of many other abstract concepts that will encourage the client to see the company as their own and to believe that it uniquely suits their personality and lifestyle. Naturally, relationships can also be negative. Having a poor relationship with potential clients can lead them to think they want anything but your product. The value of customer relations emerges slowly through the accumulation of experiences and emotions associated with a given company. In this respect, innovation may refer to communication channels, a company's positioning, and many other issues that enhance clients' experience. Finally, brand names are also an important aspect. They can justify a premium even if the product itself does not differ from other products that do not have the well-known tag. From the client's perspective, the value of a brand name is connected with prestige, social standing, and the desire to associate with a social segment. Brand names can contribute to a client's sense of personal value. Technological innovations are neither the goal nor a crucial element of a blue ocean strategy. Correspondingly, the size of the R&D budget is not viewed as a determinant of success. Instead, it is the ability to transcend entrenched business practices and to focus on providing new quality, finding a new target group, or establishing a new market that make this strategy available to any company, regardless of its size and current market segment. Innovation in quality. The practical application of a blue ocean strategy in the daily operations of an enterprise, particularly a small one, is challenging, but it can bring lucrative improvements. In order to create an innovative offering for a specific group of clients, the entrepreneur starts with existing resources and competencies and analyzes the key elements of any existing offerings in order to determine how they can be improved. This can mean either reducing, eliminating unnecessary elements that can be scaled back or sacrificed altogether without compromising value. Extending, adding elements that attract clients' attention and will be perceived as adding value to the product. When analyzing an existing offering, either your own or one prepared by a competitor, the crucial question is, what changes can be introduced in order to fulfill the needs of existing clients or those of new clients? Clearly, the entrepreneur must be aware of future users of the product. It is best if the entrepreneur actually belongs to the target group, i.e., he is someone who has a need for a given product and then decides to develop it. The ability to perceive a need and devise a unique offering that matches that need is indispensable to the success of a blue ocean strategy. A closer look at the history of the bicycle helps to clarify this process. How did a run-of-the-mill product become a global bestseller and the core of an entirely new adventure-seeking market? Until the mid-20th century, the bicycle was in common use as a mode of transport, mostly associated with daily commuting or leisurely weekend trips. Road racing was also a popular sport. The first attempts at off-road biking date back to the 19th century, and some technical improvements commonly seen in modern mountain bikes took place in the first half of the 20th century. The real revolution began in the 1970s as a group of ambitious young Californians seeking new thrills began to reinvent the classic bicycles they had been using. They wanted bikes that could be used off-road and that could be ridden down rough slopes at speed. The remodeling project focused on features that are useful for downhill biking: improved durability, stronger frame, enhanced control, straight, raised handlebars, and additional safety features: disc brakes, shock absorbers, wide tires. Equally important were features that enable a cyclist to tackle steep gradients: well-adjusted derailleur gears, the ability to shift gears without taking your hands off the handlebars, reduced weight, remodeled pedals, and smaller wheels. Some components of the classic bicycle were discarded as unimportant or undesirable in mountainous terrain: mudguards, luggage racks, chain shields, and dynamos. Although the concept was not new, the resulting product, the mountain bike, quickly became a runaway hit and attracted great interest from manufacturers. The story of the innovation behind the mountain bike does not end here. Mountain bikers see themselves as belonging to a community. The culture that nucleated around the mountain bike gave rise to the need for additional products such as custom apparel, helmets, gloves and shoes, tools, first aid kits, etc. Meanwhile, bicycle manufacturers began organizing competitions and adventure races, forging new bonds with their clients through the use of social media and enabling hundreds of thousands of fans around the world to stay in touch with the evolution of their favorite pastime. Briefly summarized, the Blue Ocean strategy concept is the view that innovating throughout the value chain is a prerequisite of success. Instead of seeking a competitive advantage in a specific segment, whether that is based on price or product quality, it is possible to devise an entirely new offering and create a new market that can then be managed intelligently before the competition becomes aware of its value and takes action to replicate the success.